Hello everybody, it's Riff Raff Hornhelm and I'm back again with another presentation from the Dwarven Vault, and today it's a fail tale. Today's fail tale is in the AD&D world and goes back, well, many moons ago, and involved a group of 6 players who were stymied by a crossing that had nothing that they could see that would allow them to get across easily. So let me explain to you the background on that side. There was a open gap where a bridge span was missing, probably part of a trap or mechanical thing, because the area that was a chasm between the 2 landings for the bridge was a dead magic zone. And this dead magic zone went between the 2 landings so that the group could not get across using magic. Or at least not that they could see. More on that later. So first, one of the thieves in the party, they had a couple, crawled up until he got to the top of the ceiling of this cavern that was above this chasm, to try and cross over that way, and that way he could scurry down on the far side and get to where this handle was, and hopefully be able to pull it and have the bridge reappear. That was their thought. What they didn't know was that up in the cavern roof were creatures, and they never got to find out what kind of creatures they were, because the creatures grabbed and killed the thief. And all they saw was his mangled body drop from above down into the chasm. Now there was only 5 left. So one said, okay, listen, I'll get across a different way. And he decided that he could, through a combination of rope and pole vaulting and throwing a hook over to the far side, that he could probably make it. Well, he made a great leap, and the pole that he used helped him get most of the way there, and he threw the grappling hook forward, but bad rolls. Didn't catch on anything. He scrambled like crazy, but he was never able to get to the far landing, ended up slipping and falling into the chasm to his death. Okay, now there's only 4 of them left. So they talk amongst each other, and the magic user says, listen, if we take all of the space that we have before we get to the chasm, and I fly the fastest I can fly, the momentum, even when I hit the dead magic zone, the momentum should carry me across so that I make it to the far side. Everybody said, okay, well, that's probably a good thing. And then one of the only remaining thief said, well, listen, if you get to the far side, what are you going to do? You're not familiar with traps or anything, and all of this stuff, that stuff I can do. Why don't you make me fly, and I'll do the same thing? So they all agreed. Great idea. The thief was enchanted so that he could fly. He went back as far as he could in the passageway, got as high as he could in the passageway, and flew as fast as he could for the chasm. And it worked. He did indeed have enough momentum that at the height he was at, he skidded onto the far side landing before he ran out of momentum. 3 cheers for the good guys. Now, of course, the other 3 players want to get across, so he goes over to the handle and inspects it very closely, and bad die roll. Doesn't determine that it's trapped. But he says, looks fine to me, and he says, come on over. And he throws the handle. When he does that, he actually sets off the main trap, which was the landings on both sides dropped, spilling their occupants into the chasm where there was no magic fell to their death. Pretty sad. Pretty epic fail. In spite of doing good things, once again, the die roll comes in and snatches defeat from the jaws of victory. How appropriate. So that's today's fail tale. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a like. Consider subscribing. Come back and see us again real soon. And remember, dwarves rock!